This is the Puitsnye 15 gigabyte keychain voice recorder. Let's take it out of the box. In the box, you get the user guide. Over here is the cable. This will allow you to charge it and also transfer data from it to whatever other device you like. And this is USB to, no, you're wrong, micro USB. Take a look at that plug. It is different from what is very common today. But it was common some years back. These cables are still available. No problem with that. If you don't have that on your computer or USB-A port, they also give you this cable, which is that same micro USB port to a USB-C port. Okay, and then you can plug in to a female USB-C port right there. Over here is the voice recorder itself. We'll get back to that. They give you a little key ring thing. It just pops open, as you see, and then close to clip it onto stuff like that. Headphones complete with a little control thing. Buttons on that, and again, that has the micro USB connector on it. Cord is nice and rubbery, which is kind of nice, so it probably won't get tangled up as easily as all those other earbuds you used to have back in the day when the iPod was a thing. Okay, so this is a voice recorder here, and you have one side over here where you can just permanently attach, or over on this side, right there, goes in like that, so you can attach that to, well, something like keys, or right now we have a key ring, so just clip it on like that, and you can now leave this attached to anything you want. That's really convenient. We'll take that off of there. Let me tell you a little bit more about it, and then of course we'll test it out. This has a noise cancellation mode. You have to enable that via the settings, which I'm going to show you in detail later on in this video. It also has voice activation mode. That is not on by default. You would have to turn it on for each recording you want where it is on. Okay, and I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. The battery charges in about 2 hours, but I don't have any information as far as how long it'll last. I'd expect 10-12 hours most likely without any problem, and it is 15 gigabytes in storage space. How much recording you're going to get done with that? Well, unfortunately, recordings are not a unit of measurement. You can have a recording for 10 seconds or a recording for 10 hours. The 10-hour recording is going to take longer than the 10-second recording. You know, it's going to take up more space. So that question can't be answered. Another factor at play is the bit rate and type of file that is being recorded. And you have your choice of that, of course. This can record for, at up to 1536 kilobits per second bit rate. And you also have your choice of WAV or MP3 format. WAV is not going to have any compression in it, so it's going to be better sound quality. But MP3 is going to save you lots of space, and if you couple that with the voice activation mode, well, then you're really going to end up saving a lot of space depending on the bit rate that you choose as well. So it's not really an issue as far as that goes. But what you also can do is hook this up to the computer or your phone if you have to, and then you can copy MP3s to it, which you can listen on your phone anyway. All right, forget that point. But you can take it with you and listen to the stuff that's on here with the included headphones, including MP3s if you wanted to put them on there. So it can act also as a music player. Okay, with all of that said, we're going to go ahead and test the unit out. Let me show you it a little bit more up close, and then we'll give it a run. So this side has all of the workings on it. You have a slide switch on and off. You put it to on. There's going to be a light on here that's going to blink X-teen amount of times. And when it's done with that, it's recording. When you're done recording and you want to stop it, you turn the switch off. It's that simple. Now, if you want voice activated recording, you would turn it on, let it go through its rigmarole, and once it's recording, you would then hold the M button right there for 3 seconds, and that will enable that mode. We're not going to need that for our test right here, so this is really going to be it. So what we're going to do is slide that switch to on, and you got a light there. So it flashes about 11 times, and when it's done with that, now it is actively recording. See, that's all there is. When you're done recording, you put the switch to off. There we go. And that's all there is to it with that. All right, so with that, let's go ahead and give this a test. So we're going to turn it on and have it start recording. Oh, and by the way, there's also a little hatch over here you can open up, which is where the stuff plugs in, depending on what you want to do. So we're going to go ahead and turn this on and have it record. I'm going to do a voice test right here, about 2 feet away. Then I'm going to walk about 10 feet away. I'll talk there, and then we'll come back, and that way you can hear the difference to see if it's going to be any good for lectures or anything like that. We'll turn it on. It gets itself set up over there. Okay, and we'll start recording now. This is a test of the Puitsnye 15 gigabyte voice recorder. I'm standing currently about 2 feet away. I'm now going to walk about 10 feet away, and I'll speak again. And I'm now about 10 feet away, still speaking in my normal tone of voice. I'm going to walk back, still speaking in that same normal tone of voice, to back where I was 2 feet away. And then we will turn that off. It saves it, and now I'm going to play that back for you. This is a test of the Puitsnye 15 gigabyte voice recorder. I'm standing currently about 2 feet away. I'm now going to walk about 10 feet away, and I'll speak again. And I'm now about 10 feet away, still speaking in my normal tone of voice. I'm going to walk back, still speaking in that same normal tone of voice, to back where I was 2 feet away. So that sound test was at the defaults, and that's because 99% of people who actually get this aren't going to know how to edit a simple text file, but that's how you change the settings on it, and I'm going to show you that next. Okay, here are the settings. When you connect this up to the computer or phone, if you have to, you're going to see this file, mrecset. In there, you're going to see the time and the date. You simply correct the numbers that are there. Leave it in exactly the same format as you see it. Just type over the numbers and make it right. When you save that file, that basically sets a timer on the voice recorder. And what that does is it's going to count forward the seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, etc. And that basically means that as long as the battery in it never goes completely dead, it's going to keep counting up from there and ensure that all of your recordings are always the right time and date, if that's going to be helpful to you. Now, again, this really isn't scary to edit this. You can edit it in anything such as Notepad as you see it, or you can edit it using some sort of app on your phone that lets you do that. Hey, it's text, you know all about that, so there should really be no trouble editing this. Second line is bit, and that's set to 2. That's the bitrate setting. Now it gets a little complicated here. 0 is 512K, they mean kilobits per second, disnoise, and by that they mean the noise cancellation function like I had mentioned much earlier on. So that is the only setting you're going to get with the noise cancellation function. It's going to be at 512K in wave format with noise cancellation if you set that bit 2 to be bit 0. Otherwise, you can set it to bit 1, and that's going to be 192 kilobits per second. But if you read further, it says 1 is MP3, and 0 and 2 through 4 is wave format. So it can record in MP3 format at 192 kilobits per second if you set that to 1. Otherwise, you're getting a wave file. If you set it to 2, which is the default, then it's going to be at 512K without the dis noise. 3 is going to be 1024 kilobits per second, and 4 is going to be 1536 kilobits per second. On the next line is gain, and that's currently set to 3. It refers to the recording sensitivity, 1 through 7. It says the larger the number is, the louder recording sound will be. Simple as that. It's set by default at 3. If you want it louder because maybe the speaker under normal circumstances is going to be farther away, you might try 4, 5, 6, or even 7. Just remembering, of course, that the more gain you turn up, the more the noise floor or background sound will also be. Okay? It's going to be louder all around. It's just like if somebody can't hear you on your phone. Well, you text them, you don't talk to them. But if you did talk to them, you hold the phone kind of closer to your mouth kind of thing, and that way you're going to be louder. Okay, it's the same idea. So in essence, it's holding the thing closer to that person. And on the last line is the part. It says 60. That is the recording file segmented time. You can choose between 10 and 240 minutes, for example, 60. What that means is, turn the unit on, it flashes the light 11 times, and starts recording. That's going to run for 60 minutes in this example, and after 60 minutes, it's going to stop recording that file and automatically create another one. If you change that to 10, then that means every 10 minutes it's going to make a brand new file, but it will continue recording as long as you have it on and recording like that. And what that's going to do is segment everything to make it a lot easier to find the various places within, say, an hour lecture. You're going to get 6 different files, and that way you know it happened. It happened half past the middle of the class like that, and you'll know to look in the 3rd, 4th, or 5th, or 6th file somewhere in there and skip at least the first 2, if not 3, to not waste your time in reviewing that particular part. After that, you simply save the file, and it's set. So once again, this was the Puitsnye 15 gigabyte digital voice recorder. If you'd like to purchase this item, I'll leave a link in the video description where you can find the item available for sale on Amazon. Thanks for watching. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.